Squishy Monster. Today we're going to do Sujebi, which is just a rustic Korean hand-torn dumpling soup. And it's seafood-ish, but really truly you can just put whatever you'd like into it. And growing up, Daddy had this a lot because he grew up poor. There was an abundance of flour, but even then, rice was expensive. So I have memories of eating this even as a kid myself. He would just throw random odds and ends and whatever was left over from dinner into the pot. And I kind of had a disdain for it. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that it's hearty, it stretches the dollar, and it truly, really is delicious. The very first thing I'm going to do, because it will take 20 minutes, I'm going to boil off my stock. And in my mesh net, or my tea strainer, I just have 2 pieces of kelp and some anchovies. It's going to come to a nice loud bubble, and I'll turn it off and drain it. The second thing I want to do is I'm going to let my stand mixer do the work for me. You can also do this in a food processor, do it the old-fashioned way with just your hands in a bowl and a spoon. But I just have my flour, sugar, salt, and I pre-sifted it in my bowl, and to that I'm going to drizzle in my oil and then my water. And I'm going to let, like I said, my stand mixer do all the work with the hook attachment. I'm going to finish it off by just kneading a little bit with my hands, and it'll just form together and stick to itself and just be smooth and elastic like this and not stick to your hands. And I've got a piece of cling wrap that I'm going to wrap this dough ball in and pop it into the refrigerator for about 15 or 20 minutes or so. Take out my tea strainer, it's done its job, and you can put the anchovies and the kelp back in, but I find that the kelp tends to get a little bitter. And to this pot, I'm going to add in my potatoes, because that's going to take the longest to cook. And I cut them pretty thinly, but still, even then. And then I'm going to toss in my garlic, because I want it to give it that chance to infuse it with that beautiful garlicky flavor. That's been bubbling away for a while. To this, I want to add in my fish sauce. Dribble that in there. And then I want to add in my other veggies. I have my onions, carrots, and zucchini. And like I said in the beginning, you can really add in whatever you'd like. So whatever veggies were on sale at your market, or whatever you have in your garden, or whatever you like, really. Just toss that in there. Give it a quick stir. And remember, whenever you're using soy sauce or fish sauce, be very careful about the saltiness of it. So just kind of taste it as you go. Lots of fresh, coarse ground black pepper never hurts. I'm going to use the pressure of my thumbs to flatten out my dough that's been chilled, because you're flattening it out because it will puff up and swell as it boils and cooks off. So just tear off a piece and just dunk it in there and let it go swimming. It's as easy as that. Just press, flatten with your thumbs, tear, and just dunk it in there. All the dumplings have kind of floated to the top to indicate that they are cooked. You want to drip in your egg, and you don't have to do this, but this is just a little extra step. And put in your little slivers of green onions just on the top, just like that. And when the egg starts to just begin to set and make little drizzles like that, you want to take your spoon and just kind of take it left and right and just kind of move it around a little bit just to disperse it. And it'll nicely thicken and flavor the soup stew. It'll be really yummy. And salt and pepper to taste, of course. And that is pretty much it. Easy peasy, right? Here's my bowl of soup. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is steaming hot, piping hot. I don't know, what can I say? I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm gonna go in for a bite. I wanna get a little bit of the dumplings and a lot of that broth, some of those veggies. Gotta be careful, it's hot. That's a keeper. Get that nice, soft, tender bite from the chewy dumplings, and the broth is so hearty and comforting. It's kind of like a cross between, I would say, chicken noodle soup and chicken and dumplings. Got that nice, just comforting quality to it. And surprisingly, it's not seafoody at all. And again, if you guys have any questions about that, and I did, you can always substitute my seafood broths for chicken or veggie. But this is delicious. I do hope you guys give this a try. This is the Squishy Monster, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! I'm gonna go in for a bite. Wrap!